So, good rising, good rising, good rising, good rising. I don't know if this music might be too loud, so I'm gonna put it on my phone instead. There we go. Okay. So, what I'm doing now, I am selecting the cards. I did go ahead and decide to use the same decks for all the readings. Okay. All right. So as I was opening the deck, the Soul's Tarot, the Soul's Journey Tarot, for the water signs, I saw acceptance and I saw fear. So some of us could be holding on to something, a relationship, a partnership, family, friends, and we might be holding on out of fear, fear of letting go. Okay. Death came up again. And I say again because the death card came up also in the earth signs. So, and acceptance is at the bottom of the deck now. So I feel like that could truly deal with a real death, or it could also deal with the fact that something is dying and um, that we need to accept that, let it go, accept that it's a new start, a new beginning. And the next card that came up and out is forgiveness. Forgiveness. I don't know, but I just heard that in death, some of us, some of us, some of us may forgive. Y'all, I'm gonna try to look into the camera. I never know where the heck to look, but and you would think I do as long as I've been making videos. But anyway, some of us could actually learn to forgive someone, and I'm hearing release them after they pass away. I don't know who that may be for. I'm going to shuffle once more and then I'm going to go ahead and ask Spirit for the messages for you guys. The last cards I'm seeing is blame as I open the deck again and forgiveness. So either we're in the energy, and I put myself in every category. Either we're in the energy of blaming someone, or we, after someone passes away, we may feel the need to blame. I literally heard blame God. Okay, and then, but we're gonna have to still operate in forgiveness. So I'm gonna go ahead and start asking Spirit for the messages. Spirit, what is the? That's beautiful. Surrender just showed itself. Spirit, what are the messages for the water signs? Guilt just came out. Spirit, are there any more messages for the water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. So two more cards came out for you guys, and they are empathy and gratitude. I'm not going to read anything yet. I'm actually just getting the cards out. At the bottom of the deck is love. That's what's at the bottom of this particular deck. At the bottom of the Romance Angels cards deck, which I had shuffled and selected off live, is Wedding. And I'm going to talk about the energies that I got with that. Um, I felt like somebody's union could be ending because with that particular deck, we also got 3 cards, and I'm going to share those really quickly before I move on. Flirt. It is safe for you to love. Excuse my voice, it's early. It's safe for you to love. And the last one, which is upside down, is soulmate. And I feel like this is what the wedding card is in regards to. Um, it doesn't have to only be this, it could really be that somebody may truly um, experience a new union. But the vibe that I felt was that somebody's wedding or someone's marriage was or could be coming to an end. Someone's wedding could be coming wedding. Why do I keep saying wedding? Because of the card. Somebody's union could be coming to an end and it could be with a soulmate. That was the vibe and energy that I got the most. So I'm about to go ahead and ask for insight from the general tarot. I wanted to do this offline because I wanted to come and make it faster, but it's just part of my reading, so I'm going to do it. As I open this deck, I see the Four of Wands, which for me is like the 1111 card, but it's also about establishing and creating a firm foundation. So I'm hearing that old things are going to be being cleared out for the purpose of establishing a firm foundation. I also see the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Six of Pentacles, I feel like this union is going to be sturdy. I feel like this union will be firm. I feel like those in the community will recognize this union as something that is somewhat philanthropical. You guys are going to be known in your communities. Not everybody. This may not be for everybody's energy. I feel like this is definitely for divine couples, divine unions. The High Priestess is here, and still at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. So, yeah, let me cut this down. High Priestess energy, that's the Cancer, for sure. But I feel like that's representing the divine feminine energy. And the Queen of Cups. Definitely water sign energy coming through. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nurturing, intuitive, psychic abilities. Mm-hmm. I feel like powers leveling up. That's what I heard. Powers and leveling up. I'm going to open the deck one more time and then I'll start shuffling and asking Spirit for the messages that they have for us. And the Empress just revealed itself. And still at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. So Empress energy can be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But I also feel like, so a lot of you guys could have Leo in your chart. I mean, I know that everybody might have Leo in their chart, but it could be in a very significant, and not just Leo, but any of the fire signs, excuse me, in your chart, very significant places. But even if it's not, this is about action. This is about abundance. This is about new beginnings. This is about taking control. And I'm hearing taking control of your spirituality. All right, so we're going to go ahead and ask Spirit for messages for you guys. I hate that I know that I was supposed to say 3 cards or less, guys, but Spirit be having some other stuff going on for me. I got 3 cards from 2 decks. Well, I've got 3 cards now from 3 decks. 3 cards literally just flew out. So, bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords. Let me look at these. Oh, beautiful. So the messages that I just got from looking at these three cards together, just like they came out, I want to say them now before I forget, and then I'll go back once I come back to the messages all around. So the message that I got for these three cards together is that a family a family is on someone's mind, and not just any type of family, but a family who has all the stability and security that they need, the resources, love, finances, family. This is earth sign energy here, so this is about security and stability. Sorry, trying to practice looking in the camera the right way. This is a family of bliss still, a family that feels like they are totally secure. This is about legacy. For me, this is the legacy card. This is, I don't know where I'm looking, y'all. Please forgive me. I feel like I'm looking crazy too. But this is about businesses as well, family business, family inheritance. So this is on somebody's mind. This is really heavy in somebody's spirit. We have the Hanged Man, which is the Piscean energy for sure, but this can be anybody. Okay, a lot of us are in introspection, and I feel like somebody is going to realize, or someone's really heavily thinking, thinking about this energy. Okay, um, yeah, I feel like maybe there needs to be a decision that needs to be made, but they may not necessarily want to make it. So they're in this place of surrender, in this place of suspension, in this place of stillness regarding this. Okay. But I feel like the overall outcome is going to be the Ace of Cups. It's like the Most High, the divine, is giving them this cup that is going to be inspirational. It's going to give them creative insight. It's going to give them insight about the way that they feel, even. Because you know what? Water signs, though y'all are ones for the emotions and you have them and they run deep, sometimes you guys suppress those, maybe because you don't want it to be said that, oh, you're so emotional or what have you. But you guys' emotions is a major part of your superpower. It's a major part of your superpower. So you guys are going to be emotionally fulfilled with the Ace of Cups because that's a new beginning with something. Um, I feel like what I'm hearing too is that this is going to be this energy is coming after this energy, after a period of suspense, after a period of really not knowing which way to move, what way to go. Then all of a sudden, in this place of surrender or being still, no movement, stagnation, even. The Most High is going to give insight. The Most High is going to give, it's going to be a divine intervention. There's going to be peace with the dove here. And the dove also deals with um, matters of the heart and love, divine partnerships. Hmm. I think that's beautiful. I'm so sorry. I pretty much started that reading. Okay. The goddess card just flipped up and out. I didn't even get a chance to do what I was doing with the other cards. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Archangel Raphael. This is beautiful. Okay. I feel like that Hanged Man card, that's about healing too. Like I really feel like you guys are in a period of healing, introspection. Things are coming up that need to be healed. You could be in this period of stillness and wondering, damn, like, am I going to have this family life that I desire so much? That's for some of you guys who desire a family life like that and to leave inheritance and to leave legacy. Okay. And I feel like the answer is a big yes, especially with the Ace of Cups showing itself. But there is some healing that needs to take place with Archangel Raphael and past life issues. Okay. Hmm. For me, the past life issues can also be about the fact that it can literally be this life still, but it could be something coming up from your past. Okay. Anything, family issues, relationship issues, what have you. As I open the deck again, I see the card for books, and that just mentions that books and stuff are going to be written. If you're not writing the books, you might edit them. Archangel Raphael is at the very bottom of the deck, so I feel like books about healing could come from you. Okay, maybe some of you guys need to be reading books about healing and spiritual healing and things of that nature. Some of you guys might need to look up Archangel Raphael and figure out what he's notable for. Really get in depth with that. And that could be because for me, a lot of you guys are healers. One more time, I'm going to split the deck and see what we get there. Throat chakras. Throat chakra. Along with books, still at the bottom of the deck. So with the throat chakra, some of you guys, I feel like it's more so that some of you guys' throat chakra could be wide open, or some of you guys need to work on balancing your throat chakra. Maybe some of you guys aren't speaking up the way that you should. Maybe you aren't speaking up for yourself. Maybe you aren't saying what you really desire, what you really need. Maybe you're not setting boundaries. I don't know why I heard that one, but I did. All right, now we're going to go ahead and ask Spirit for divine messages for the water signs, and then this will be all. Spirit, what is it that the water signs, all of them can be collectively working on for their highest good, as well as the highest good of those who are connected to them? All right. Wow, beautiful. So at the bottom of this particular deck, guys, we got visualize success. Visualize success. I feel like that's like nothing. We don't even need to say anything with that, but I still may. The card that actually flew out for you is listen to intuitive feelings. Listen to intuitive feelings. So the question that I have for that card is, what is it that you guys can be working on, that we can be working on as a collective together? What is it that we need to focus on? And so that was one of the things. Okay, right, going back to the beginning, get into this damn reading. Okay, the flirt card is here. It says extend your lighthearted energy to others. For me, the flirt card is not just about really flirting with anybody. It's about, some of you guys could be in the dumps. Some of you guys could have so much going on emotionally and mentally that you are just Debbie Downers. No offense, okay? No offense, but I have to say what I'm hearing. You guys could be in the dumps. Some of you guys, I heard the word depression, just in a funk, in a rut. And I feel like one of the things that's going to bring you out of that is by tapping into your peace, tapping into some joy, tapping into lightheartedness. And I feel that we don't recognize that we actually flirt a lot. Being lighthearted, being funny, being whimsical, cracking jokes here and there, making people laugh. This is all about lightheartedness. And I feel like that's more so what this flirt card is about. Yes, it really can mean that, you guys need to flirt with people, but it may not be because you actually you're trying to get a relationship or anything like that. It's just about the fact that you got to open yourself up. You know what I'm saying? You got to crack a smile or two or three, especially for those of you who are in that energy of depression and just in such deep thought that you're so stern and so serious. Okay. So anyway, that's what that's about for me. The flirt card is about that for me. That's the energy that I got. The next card about it is safe for you to love. I feel like this is about an existing relationship already. When I saw this card, I feel that there is somebody who could have two people, or if you don't have two people, like you're in between the idea of two people. There's somebody, I feel like, from your past or someone who's current, and then you met someone new. And you're over here like, oh my God, like I just, you could be in this energy of, I don't want to try nothing else anymore, especially what you've been already dealing with, what you're already going through, how emotionally taxing and daunting it has been already for you in the current relationship or in a past one, and this new one is coming around, and you over here like, no, you're scared. You're scared to love. You're scared to give something a try again. And I feel like Spirit is saying that it's safe for you to love. And it's not only saying that it's safe for you to love, it says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So that makes me know that some of us, we've closed off our heart. And if we haven't, we're definitely thinking about it. I mean, it's a strong thought. Like, I can't give myself again to someone like this. I can't open myself up again like this with anybody because this has been traumatic or this has really, really, really hurt. Shit, we don't like pain. Nobody does. But it is, in fact, a way that we learn. It's a way that we experience growth. A lot of us don't learn unless we go through some shit. That is why we are here, to learn. And a lot of times the Most High will allow us to be in relationships. The Most High, the universe, source will allow us to be in relationships because relationships are the way that we really learn. If you think about it, that's why we get families. Okay. And it's also why there's or part of why, it may not be the whole thing. I'm not trying to say that I know when I'm an expert, but what I am saying is that relationships and relating, this is how we learn a great, great deal of information, a wealth of information, and quickly. Okay. A lot of times we want to talk about how we're not going to get in relationships no more because we didn't been so hurt. And then some of us heal, some of us don't. The majority of us, unfortunately, do not, which I was just talking about that, not to get on a tangent, but a lot of us need to take that time to heal. I'm so grateful. I think that this is what you remember the Hanged Man is here for. Some of us need to take that time to heal our hearts. To heal, it's okay to be by yourself. It's okay I'm sorry, y'all, I probably look crazy, but it's okay to be by yourself. There's nothing wrong with it, especially for the purpose of healing and manifesting the type of relationship that you really truly desire, which is like an Ace of Cups or a 10 of Cups union. You want something where it brings you total fulfillment. That's what the Ace of Cups is for me. Total fulfillment, creative, spiritual, and emotional. And then you got the 10 of Coins here too. That's a family. That's building legacy. So that's something that we want. That's something that I think is a desire for everybody who's ever incarnated here. Whether it happens all the time, that's a totally different story. But anyway, it is a deep-rooted desire of everyone. Moving on, where was I at, y'all? Opening up y'all's heart. I feel like that's why Archangel Raphael revealed himself as well, and why y'all need to read books. And even if you don't want to read, because there's a lot of people who just do not like reading, just pray and ask Spirit to ask Archangel Raphael to assist you in the healing of your heart. Ask them to give you, and I said them, ask them to give you the courage and the strength to stand alone and to be by yourself while you heal. And if it's literally not physically possible for you to be by yourself because maybe you're already involved in a union like this soulmate union that's in reverse. And remember, I said, I feel like it's a union that you guys are already in, but you are not going to remain in that union, whether it's a marriage, whether it's just a committed union, you guys are living together, but you know that this is not working and this is not where you want to be. And maybe you already are aware of who you're supposed to be with or who does it for you, but you're having the hardest time moving forward because of fear and maybe even because of guilt. And maybe even because of you're an empath and you feel the feelings of other people. And maybe you are devastated by the fact that one of these unions have to go. One of these unions have to end, okay? Because you know what it feels like to be left, or you know what it feels like to let something go and it doesn't feel good. And you don't want to be the cause of that. You don't want to be the bad guy. But you know, and you've been getting strong messages. Ask the angels to assist you. That's all I'll say on that. Because with this soulmate being in reverse, I really, from the very beginning, had a very strong vibe that there was something that was over. There's something that's completed. And the 10, there is a 10 on the board, and the 10s represent completion, guys. They represent completion. Something is at its end already. Something is at its end, whether we want to acknowledge that or not. Okay? Okay. And love is here. Love is here. So I just heard that some of you guys have experienced love now, and you know what it's like to get it back, where you were in a union where it was out of fear of being alone. It was out of some other stuff, unhealed, unresolved issues for you. And then love came in. Oh my God. And then love came in. And you've been trying to deal with both. Some of you, not everybody, you've been trying to deal with both. And the more that you hold on to that past situation or that current situation, your love is there, but it's could be, you know, that you could possibly risk losing this love. And though you're afraid because you don't know everything surrounding that connection with whom you are feeling the love, all you know is that you feel it, and it is drastically different from what you have experienced before. And you want to hold on to that, and you want to hold on to what you're familiar with, but you can't. Something's got to go. All right, so moving on. With the guilt card from the Soul's Journey Tarot, it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. I'm probably going to have to ask Spirit to help me to clarify that. So we're going to do that. Let me put this to the side. Let's go ahead and get some clarifying. Spirit, why is the guilt card here for the earth signs? Why is the guilt card here for the earth signs? Why is the guilt card here? The 9 of Pentacles showed up. I heard some of you guys, some of y'all may want to be by yourselves right now. May want to take care of self, get to self, fill your own cup, become single. Don't want to be in a relationship right now. That's for some of you guys. Spirit, okay, 2 more cards flew out the deck like I needed. The Emperor is now at the bottom of the clarifying deck. Oh, it wasn't just 2 damn cards. I should have known. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's a total of 5 cards altogether. 5 was in the last the last reading that I did for the earth signs, and 5 is indicative of chaos or change, conflict. It could be all of those things, okay? So, yeah. I don't know which way to read this, and I'm already holding them in a certain way. So I think I might just read them individually. I know that a story can come through it, but I don't know if it's. So I'm gonna read these the way that they are literally in my hands right now. Mm. So the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, the Judgment card, and the 3 of Swords all flew out of the deck. This is another 10 on the table, which makes 20. The Judgment card is also here on the table, which is the number 20. I feel like with connecting these 10s, first and foremost, the 10s, the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles, I feel like in somebody's connection, and this may not be for everybody, so please take what resonates with you and let go anything that ain't for you, period. Okay. But with this, I feel like somebody thought that they were creating a foundation. They thought that they were creating a family that would be one like the one that they desired, with inheritance, legacy, building of wealth together, with their partner, with their family, and that is not what has happened. Okay. And I feel like judgment is here on that particular union. And I feel like for some of you guys, that's the union that some of you could be desperately trying to cling to. But judgment is here, it's over, it is completed, and there's nothing wrong with it being over. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it really isn't. Some of you guys are feeling depressed behind it with the Five of Cups energy. You're experiencing depression again, and all of these cards are clarifying the guilt card. Okay, so for sure I feel as though some of you guys know that there is a marriage. Okay, because that's what the 10 of Pentacles also indicates for me. If it's not marriage, it is a for sure solid and committed union where family, children, love, connecting of finances, they're included in that. Okay, so um whatever that particular union is, some of you guys are really wallowing in guilt behind it. But it's a judgment. It's a judgment. And I feel as though this relationship ain't really done nothing for you but caused you a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain, a lot of confusion, being foggy in your mind, going backwards and forward. For some of you guys, it literally could be a third party situation. Three different minds trying to come together, and it's causing confusion. And if you look at the bottom of the sword, I'm looking at how all of these, they're pointing in the same direction, but they're still kind of going different. Like, I don't know if you can understand what I'm trying to say. Like, there's that one heart that goes up, there's that one sword that goes straight through the middle of the heart, going straight down. The other two in diverging. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, guys? I hope I'm making some sense. They're pointing downward, but it's still a difference. There's a significant difference in the way that these look, and I feel like it's because there are three different energies, possibly not for everybody, but there are three different energies, three different mindsets, and it's causing confusion. And love is there, yeah, but I mean, come on, we need oneness and singleness of heart. Singleness of heart is where everybody is on the same page. That's not the case with this particular scenario, guys. Everybody isn't on the same page with this third party situation. For those who are involved in that, everybody got their own idea of what should be going on. And it's not okay. It's causing confusion, heartbreak, and pain in everybody's situation. Everybody that got a mind and that's got something invested in this union, they're all being pulled and prodded. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know what made me harp on that, but this looks like it's a story all together. And okay, let me focus on this 10 real quick. This is a feeling of defeat. This is a feeling like, oh my God, I have given all that I can give to this situation. I ain't got no more to give. I ain't got no more to give. And for some of y'all got nerve enough to actually be depressed and sad that you don't got nothing else to give. You're sad also because you feel like you didn't get something in the relationship that you truly desired. And you're sitting here looking at it and like, damn, I didn't want this to go like this. I really wanted it to be like A, B, and C, but it's not going that way. And y'all just standing there looking, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about anybody because hell, I done been there. Everybody who's ever had this, anyone who's on this human experience has been in the box. We done been in every last one of these energies, some more than others, and some in energies different. Some of us may have never experienced the 10 of Pentacles, never experienced the 10 of Cups, never fucking experienced the Ace of Cups. And if we have no idea that we have. So it's just like you ain't do it. Okay, moving on. Some of us are crying over spilled milk and it's over. And this is something from the divine. The angels they're being in obedience to source to cause this to come to an end. And rather than the resistance because of guilt, because we're impasse and because we're feeling for the other person, even though they didn't put us through hell. And yes, we know that we done our share of dirt and put them through some hell as well. That's why a lot of you guys are holding on because of empathy. And I'm not saying that's terrible, but it can be if you're still being harmed in the process. That's not okay, bro. That's not okay, sis. The judgment card is here. And I feel like it's because all of this needs to end. This 10 of swords is over. That's the end. It's the end, my friend. The 5 of cups, you can feel what you feel. You have to. I would never, and I do mean never, tell anyone not to feel what they feel about the demise and the ending of a relationship. I also have to say self-sabotage because I feel like some of us, some of you guys were very well aware that this relationship probably shouldn't have gone forward. Okay. But you did anyways, wanting what we wanted. Wanting what we wanted, we did it anyway. We moved forward anyway. And we tried to give what we felt like we could to this union anyway. And it's just not enough, you guys. It's not enough. It's over. And this is what Spirit said y'all got nerve enough to be feeling guilty about. Okay. So yeah, for some of you guys, like I said, y'all could be considering getting in the 9 of Pentacles energy, which is to me becoming single, taking care of yourself, a lot of self-love, a lot of self-care. Okay. And then others of you, you could be really sad about the ending of, you know, of this, and you're in depression and you're in a funk and you're in a rut. But this is judgment. Okay. And guess what? This is for your growth. Moving on from that card, the empathy card came out. So, yes, I know that I was tying it to the fact that some of you guys could be experiencing guilt and you're staying in a relationship because you're an empath or because you really care about people and their feelings and you don't want to look like the bad guy. The flip side of that is I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. That ain't the flip side. My bad, guys. I was thinking about something else. I was reading it, but the flip side to that is this is still to me the reason why y'all behind still in this union. Like in one of the ones that you in those who are in a union where there's multiple people, whether you're still in a union with somebody and it's just 2 of y'all, the reason is because you feel like you try to pay attention to everybody's point of view. There are a lot of swords here. So you could definitely be a Libra. You could definitely have air signs in your chart. You try to be reasonable because that's you try to work in your logic as well. Even though we water signs and we emotional, that's not all. Everybody's got a little bit of every sign in their chart. Now there may be more signs than others, right? But we got a little bit of everybody. So some of you guys could have swords in your chart. Some of you guys could have very influential air sign energy in your chart. Okay. Maybe especially in the department of love or in the way that you express yourself or the way that you think or in your emotions even. Okay. And so you're trying to be logical. You're trying to be logical. And that's what's got you still staying stuck. Okay. I can't, y'all. Part of me want to clarify, but I can't. This reading will be entirely too long. It's already longer than the water sign. I mean, the earth sign. This is not the last card. It's like the card before the last card. From the Soul's Journey Tarot is gratitude, okay? So I feel like Spirit wants you to get from this place of feeling guilty. They want you to come out of this energy of this depression and feeling bad about the fact that y'all relationship is over, and they want you to experience gratitude. They want you to walk in gratitude. And this is the card that came out before the tarot. So for those who are just now joining, I had pulled the tarot cards and it's a beautiful message. So I guess I will read those again anyway. I was going to overlook those. Not like overlook them, like not talk about it because we already talked about it earlier. But it looks like I'm going to go over those again as well. Gratitude. It says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So I feel like Spirit wants us to move from guilt to gratitude. From guilt to gratitude. Um, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And you know what, guys? Empathy is in the middle of the guilt card and in the middle of the gratitude card. And I feel as though at the end of this union, when you guys are in this hanged man energy, some of you guys might already be there. Some of you guys are about to get ready to go there. When you're in that energy, you're going to realize, you're going to see everything from everybody's point of view. You're going to see everything from everybody's perspective, and that's going to give you enlightenment. Because when we're in the hanged man stage, we're actually trying to figure shit out. Okay? Or we should be. But I ain't going to tell y'all what to do though. I feel like that's kind of what happens in the hangman energy. You're sitting there trying to figure shit out, like, why did this go like that? And well, what about this? Was it something I said? Was it something I did? No, they was fucked up. No, but I did, and they did tell me, and I know that. That to me is the hangman energy. I hope y'all understood what the hell I was trying to show there. But moving on, we're going from guilt to gratitude, and what's going to help us get there is after the demise of, for some people, this is not everybody's energy. Remember, this is a general understanding as well. For those of us who are going through a breakup, for those of us who have had to separate ourselves from a union or separate ourselves from family, and especially those who have been involved with two different people, let me not say especially, you guys are in the same category as well with everyone. For those who have involved themselves with two different people, you guys are everybody's going to be seeing everybody's perspective once they get into that hangsman position. And from there, and from that place, and from enlightenment, you'll be able to walk in thankfulness and gratitude. And to give y'all a heads up, because I feel like this is a beautiful heads up, just so you know, because some of y'all are just now starting this healing process. You haven't been in it. You're just now beginning it. You're going to have to feel every feeling that you feel. But one of the things that will help you to get over this even quicker, baby, is gratitude. And that's the whole truth. I have been in a place where I've had to get over a devastating breakup. And one of the biggest things that helped me was still thanking the Most High in spite of everything, in spite of the fact that I'm staring at these walls and snotting and crying. Gratitude and still being like, Most High, I know that there's a purpose for this. I know that there's a reason for this. How can I figure that out? That's what's going to help you move from that guilt and depression and that rut and that funk that you're going to be in. I'm telling you, I am telling you, that's what's going to help you get over it, and quick. Hi, Joy. Shalom. Shalom, shalom. So if you want to move swiftly through your healing process, and I'm not saying that this is going to work for everybody, because some of us have more damage, more trauma than others, more unresolved and unhealed issues, because we hop in and out of relationships without really healing. So some of us have more than others, but still, if you want this to go by quicker, if you want your healing process to kind of flow, I'm telling you, gratitude will do it for you. And you can't fake gratitude. You can't fake it. First of all, that's what I love about spirit. I'm about to preach and I'm not trying to. You cannot fake gratitude. You cannot fake your healing anyway. Spirit already knows. That's the reason why you will repeat lessons if you don't have the, if you don't got it. And if you don't pass them damn tests, you will repeat. Period. No way around it. And that's how much spirit loves us. Moving on, because I'm a dwell, and I'm not trying to. This is supposed to be a mini reading. The hell, this is the same thing as all the other readings I'll be doing. Moving on. So when we did the general tarot messages, you guys, we got the 10 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and then the Ace of Cups. At the beginning of the reading, the message to me from that is that the 10 of Pentacles is on a lot of you guys' mind, okay? You guys are wanting to build stable families, secure families where there's security, there's stability, but there's also love, loyalty, trust, and the bank. Okay. You ain't trying to be broke either, but you want it all. This is a I want it all card for me. I want it all. I want the money. I want the love relationship. I want children. I want the house. I want the dog. I want my family support. This is where you guys are at emotionally. A lot of people are here. And I feel like it is coming, okay? But in the middle of that is the Hanged Man. And I remember I was telling y'all that a lot of you guys, I feel like this is what's coming right after this whole guilt, empathy, and gratitude. This empathy, to me, is synonymous with the Hanged Man. This is what you're going to find out when you're in a period of stillness, when you're in a period of trying to figure out what happened in the union, trying to get some enlightenment. This is where the empathy is coming in, where you can see both sides or everybody's side of the story. And from there, you're going to move into gratitude. And from moving into gratitude, this is what's on your mind. The 10 of Pentacles energy, building wealth, family wealth, not just any kind of wealth, building a legacy, inheritance. Some of you guys may actually receive inheritance. Okay. But the message that I got first and foremost and very strong is that the 10 of Pentacles is in your energy. It's in your emotions. It's in your spirit. This is what you desire. And what's causing that is that period of stillness, that period even of stagnation. Okay. But after that, though, whoo, child, whoo, this is a lot of energy and I'm tired. But after that, you get the Ace of Cups. And I mentioned before in the earlier part of this reading that the Ace of Cups is divine intervention. The Ace of Cups is spirit, like being like, here, baby, here you go. Being in this is work. Being still requires work. Woo! Being still, getting the messages and the answers, asking the questions, taking the time to heal, this requires major work that a lot of people don't like to do. A lot of us don't like to be still. We always want to be on the move, thinking we're doing some shit. Sometimes you ain't doing nothing but making more mess for yourself, moving fast, and you don't even know what you're doing. The hell? And you bringing more hurt to yourself and to somebody else. But this right here, for those of you who are going to be in the period of stillness, if you're not already there, for those of you who sit still and you make sure that you're listening from spirit and you make sure that you're doing your healing work in this period, spirit gonna be like, I got you. Here you go. That dove for me represents peace. It represents love. It represents union. And the cups represent creative, emotional fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment. And do you see how this cup is running over? This is like that saying in church where they say that the Most High is going to open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that you will not be able to contain, that you will not be able, I ain't gonna say you can't receive it though, because you're gonna be able to receive it. It's just gonna be an abundance. Sorry, y'all, it's gonna be an abundance of inspiration, of love here. And this can be with family, this can be with friends, this can be with coworkers, this can be with your person. This is all of that, or it could be all of that. Whichever one resonates the most for you, this is what that cup is about. Y'all, I don't know why this is the first time I've ever said this, but first of all, this is a W. This is a W on this cup. And I feel like that W is representing the well done. Well done. Here you go, baby. Here you go. Okay, the last and final card that came out of the deck for you guys, the question was, okay, Spirit, what is it that as a collective right now, the water signs can be doing as far as spiritual work, right? And the card that flew out of the deck was listen to your intuitive feelings. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. First of all, this is, oh my God, like this group of signs are some of the most intuitive signs ever. Okay, that's number one. So some of you guys just need to tap into your power. But I feel like this is also in regards to whatever this energy means for you. You got to listen to what spirit is telling you. Listen to what your body is telling you. Some of you guys are getting super sleepy. Some of y'all get super drained around certain people. You got to pay attention to that. Why? Because spirit is telling you something. Okay? Spirit is saying, hey, you might want to guard yourself when you're around that person. Some of you guys could be getting downloads. You could be getting headaches. You could be feeling and expressing, you could be feeling things in your body that you're supposed to look into because it'll show you a deeper spiritual thing going on. Yes, this is what you're supposed to pay attention to. That's what spirit is talking about by listening to your intuitive feelings. Also, the way that you feel about this energy, if it's a relationship, if it's a relationship with family, friend, coworker, whatever, if it's a relationship with yourself, if it's a relationship with trying to get money, whatever this pertains to, you got to listen to what your spirit is telling you about it. Pay attention to the vibes and the feelings that you get when you think about it or when you're in it. And that can help you if you listen. We don't be liking to listen, y'all. We be hearing stuff too, and we don't like to listen. We nope, that's not what I don't think I feel that. Or you can feel it, but you don't want to move forward from what you feel. You can know, okay, this probably over, but you still decide to hold on anyway. Listen, I'm preaching to the choir. The choir is me. All right, moving on. That is all I have for you. I think I want to do an affirmation card, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave y'all with an affirmation card. Sorry, I just thought about it. That's the only reason why I'm doing it now. Okay. Whew, all praises. Joy says, wow, I received that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. These are beautiful messages from Spirit, and I praise the Most High, give honor and glory. All right, here go y'all affirmation for this overall energy. Apply it to wherever you need to. So, ooh, this is pretty. This is pretty. So the gemstone is, I might say this wrong, Pietersite. I feel like I just butchered that, but that's not the point. Pietersite, 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 Pietersite. And it says, are you aware of everything that is going on around you? Take the time for some inner reflection. Improve your ability to notice when people are true to their word. Everything is not always as it seems. Have confidence in your intuitive insight. Got to be more careful, Spirit. You better, Spirit, you better tie this message together. You better. But I be telling you, I be getting so excited. Moving on. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Have confidence in your intuitive sight. That's saying have confidence in what you're seeing, people, because what you're seeing is what it is. I'm trying not to yell, y'all. I apologize. I'm not even fussing. I'm just passionate. God, I'm not fussing. Okay, so the archangel that is connected to this particular is 735. Okay, the archangel that is connected to this particular gemstone is Archangel Raziel, and it says, "I see through appearances and bravely follow my intuition without hesitation." First of all, I gotta tell y'all what I'm hearing. This is like Pisces energy for days. Okay, there's about to be, if I'm not mistaken, a full moon in Pisces. You better tie all of this in, Spirit. You better tie all this in. Let me tell y'all, a lot of us are going to be removed from illusion. Pisces is an energy of illusion, of mirage, of dreams, of things even not being super clear, okay? And so even the age of Pisces was about believing, not necessarily knowing or really seeing, right? It's about creating something and believing in that particular energy. We are now moving from that to Aquarius, if I'm not mistaken. Aquarius is about knowing something. It's about information that's proven. Listen, listen, listen. This Pisces full moon about to have all of us, that fog gonna be lifted. The veil is gonna be lifted. And I heard that. I heard that yesterday sometime. Whew, the veil about to be lifted, y'all. I'm so tired. This is a lot of energy, but I'm excited. The veil is about to be lifted. The illusion will not be any longer. So this is coming to the end. Anything that has been fake, anything that hasn't been rooted and grounded in the truth, that's about to be dissipated, people. It's about to be dissipated. And it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. Okay. So it says illumination fall away in front. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. It says illusions fall away in front of me. I am grounded. I am focused. I am courageous. I am willing to take chances and try new things. That is the affirmation for this whole entire reading. Okay. That is these guys. I'm so grateful for these. It's not even freaking funny. These messages have been everything. Everything. All right. Oh, Joy was like, and it is. Oh, girl, listen, if I could read right. Joy says it is, and that explains so much. Joy Scales also says, listen. And she was like, yes, I'm ready. Child, me too. And you know what? This is the beautiful thing. Even if you're not ready, it's coming anyway. So for some of us, I have to say this before I go. For some of us, because we're not preparing and because we're not tapping into the energy, but because we're not listening to those who are giving insight from spirit about these types of things, or because you're not even listening to your own intuitive feelings, it's going to be a lot of tower moments for a lot of us because we're not heeding. We're not listening, right? So it's going to be a tower. Something going to shake our behinds up. It's going to be ripped away from us. And we're going to have to go through this process, and it's going to be terrible for some people. But for those who watch, for those who listen to their own spirit, because all of this is going to be, when you watch readings should be confirmation. That's what spirit has told me. Reading should be confirmation for things that you already know, even if it's about something that you didn't know how it was going to happen, and they give you insight on that. It should still be confirmation for something you already knew was coming. That's what a reading should do for you. It should never be something where you're being like, oh my God, I didn't know that. No. Okay. So with that being said, a lot of us are already feeling so many different things, been getting a lot of different messages, but we ain't been listening to spirits. So things are going to have to get snatched away from us. And when they do, it's going to break our little hearts. It's going to crumble us. Okay. The very foundation, what we thought was security, is going to come to an end. And we're going to be like, wow. And we're going to have to go through this. But those who are paying attention to their intuitive feelings, those who are listening to when spirit is talking to them, those who are moving in obedience to what spirit tells them to do, you'll be a little better off. You'll be fine. It's not saying you're not going to experience a tower moment. That's not what I'm even saying. Oh, you're going to experience that tower. You're going to experience the tower, but you will know how to peacefully move through it instead of resisting. Okay. Without further ado, I thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for, oh my God, thank y'all so much. I give gratitude to the Most High for this reading. And I'm going to say shalom, you guys. Bye. I'm not looking in the camera. Let me look in the camera. Bye. Oh, I got one more thing. Make sure, if you haven't commented, if you haven't subscribed already to the Pretty Coach Oracles, please do so now. Okay, thanks. All right, good day. And if you want a personal reading, you can book at prettycoachoracles.com. I love y'all. All right, I'm done. All right.